Let's go through my entire pattern collection. Don't have a problem. I thought this would be a real chill video of showing what's in my entire pattern collection. Most of my patterns are from the 1940s to 50s with some modern patterns. The ones that I have used, I'll put up a picture of what I used with this pattern for a project. A lot of them I haven't used, and that's the goal for this year, is to sew more and to be inspired by all these lovely patterns. If you haven't seen it, I did make a fabric haul of some of my favorite novelty prints, and I'll put it up in a card. And now it's the pattern's turn to shine. If you're just starting sewing, this is a pattern collection that I've started when I started sewing for the past 6 years, and don't feel like I have a lot, but it does look like a lot when you first start. So you sew us out there to grow your pattern collection gradually, and there's always room to buy more. Well, let me show you what I got. Where to start? We're going to start with blouses, and then we're going to go into pants, suits, play suits, and then end with dresses because that's the most patterns that I have. I have so many dress patterns. Okay, so let's start with blouses first. Starting with the first pattern I ever bought was Simplicity 1426. I found this walking around Joann's. I need to revisit this pattern because I think it'd be a really cute way to use it. Most of the fabric that I have is just to have multiples of the same pattern in different fabrics, so I'm gonna try this for the summer. Next we have McCall's 4369, really cute blouse pattern. I have every intention to make blouses, but I need to try this one. What sold me was this little bow detail. I think that's really pretty. McCall's 4604. I love this little peplum detail. I could go over skirts or pants. Really cute. Maybe accentuate it with a belt. We have Vogue 7355. I don't have that many Vogue patterns. This one just has perforations. It doesn't have any wording on the pattern, so it's a little different to work around. Just when I said I don't have that many Vogue patterns, we have another Vogue 7497. Do want to try this with a pretty knit and this belt. What is this? Looks like a tape measure to me, which is also useful. This pattern I just used and I made a YouTube video. I'll link up in a card. It is Simplicity 3063. Love that lace detail. I did have to make some modifications to it, but overall it was a really good pattern. These patterns I feel that are kind of similar, but one's vintage and then modern. This one is a tie back that you put over your head, and this one you put over your head and it kind of wraps in the front. We have another modern does vintage pattern. It's Simplicity 9538. I haven't tried it yet, but I'll put up some vintage inspiration photos that would go together with this pattern. Jeez, calling me out. Another Vogue pattern. Vogue pattern. Oh, it doesn't say the number of it. I love the billowy sleeves. Nice 1940s pattern. Have Simplicity 8645. I just used this halter top pattern on one of my thrift flips. Super cute 1950s blouses that can match an array of bottoms. McCall's 7980. I used this pattern for my Barbie Western Halloween costume a couple years ago. I wanted to do a more vintage style compared to Margot Robbie's Barbie movie Western outfit. So I needed like a long Western shirt pattern, and this is what I used. I have Simplicity 2311. Love this little initial detail. I think it could be embroidered on. I do love the belts that they have depicted. So cute. But isn't that cute to have just like your little initials down like where the tie would be, or along the, I thought this said eat. I'm like, okay. It's a really cute way of putting like either little funny initials or your own. We're done with the blouses. Let's move on to this bolero. It is Simplicity 1319. I just used this pattern version B, the shorter version, for my Dodger jacket to watch the World Series. 4767. It's a nice 1950s pullover jacket that can be used as a blouse. I did use this pattern for a 50s Valentine's Day pullover. I'll put up a picture. Need to also remember to make stuff for warmth, because I feel like a lot of my sewing is for the summer but not for when it's cold. Need to work on having more versatile items. This one I thought could be used underneath some of my circle skirts or dresses. It's Simplicity 8456. I also thought I could use this as a dress pattern for a dropped waist pattern. I do love a drop waist dress. If it's well tailored, I think it looks really, really pretty. So I want to use that for this pattern. Swimsuit pattern 7490. I love this beach towel look. Really exciting jumpsuit, Simplicity 9451. 51. Come on. Like, this look needs to happen. 89.24. I actually found this for like 25 cents at Remainders. If you follow Bianca Bowman's channel, she mentions that she goes to Remainders often, and it's relatively close by, so I took a trip and fell in love. They have really nice patterns for like around 25 to 50 cents, so this was one of them. Then I have pants with a pencil skirt pattern. I have McCall's 5263 and Simplicity 3257. And I use this pattern for my birthday suit. I put it up in a card. This one is definitely on my list to make this fall, to make my own Mexican style jacket. I'll put up some pictures for reference, but the vintage ones can go from around $100 to even $200. It's very sought after vintage item, but I feel like we could make our own. It's going to be a nice time trying to figure out how to do all the embroidery stitching and to do the embroidery back work. It sounds really relaxing, so this one I'm really excited for this fall. Here's the most glamorous apron, McCall's 1828. I want to make this as a painting apron. So pretty. I'm going to make this one soon. And then I want to attempt to make my own like flats, because look how cute. Imagine having matching ones from the same fabric with your blouse or dress. I'm going to attempt it this summer, but I don't know, because then I will never buy any shoe. I would just make my own. Cutest novelty skirts. I do have this one in my Etsy shop. I hand painted all of the designs, and this is one of my favorite skirts. I believe Dita Von Teese is wearing a similar one, so it's become an instant favorite. And I do want to try this one. It'd be perfect for Valentine's Day. And I love you skirt with a heart pocket. So cute. My one man pattern, Advanced 7869. This is my attempt to try to make Lucas a matching outfit. Wouldn't he look so dapper? These are my play suits. Simplicity 1659. This is a printed pattern. And then I have Simplicity 8932. This shorts pattern I use all the time. This one I don't think I've used yet, because the fabric at the time I had was a little too thick around the waist, so I need to find a lightweight fabric for this one. And this, I'm so excited. I got this for a steal. Super excited about it. Come summertime, do not mess with me, because I'm gonna come with the most amazing outfit. Now that we've made it to the dresses, we're gonna do 3 at a time just to shave down some minutes, because this is already a really long video. Okay, so we have Simplicity 2011, McCall's 8280, and Advanced 5840. These two patterns would require a lot of fabric, so I want to go to the fabric district, because over there I could get $1 a yard, or it's going to be less expensive than the department stores. And this pattern, I did give this one a try, but I didn't use the right weight fabric, so I might give this a try or sell it. But that little button detail on the skirt and bodice, these will have to wait until I go down to downtown. We have McCall's 5235, Simplicity 3994, and Simplicity 9464. This one I just used for my shirtwaist September project. Put it up in a card. Really love this pattern. And this one, I have an idea of using old curtains to make this dress. I didn't miss the bows in the hair. Cute. Oh, looks like I have them in sequence, 40s, 50s, and 60s. So we have Advanced 3359, Simplicity 1235, and Butterick 3819. I don't think I've tried any of these, but I do love this pinafore moment along with the simplicity of a 1950s outfit, and I do want to dabble in 1960s outfit, and I do love how this one you could see the stitching around the collar and belt, and I want to try to replicate that. Here we have Simplicity 9536, Simplicity 3850, and Vogue 6845. This one I already made. I love this pattern. I'll put it up in a card. I really enjoyed this make. And these ones, I would love to have just a little like 60s moment, and this jacket with the higher collar I think would look really pretty. And hopefully to find it in this like pinky stripe print. We have Butterick 6323, Simplicity 6683, and Butterick 5880. This one I use for my artist jacket. I modified the top so it could be open in the middle. This one, I had a really hard time trying to figure out the fit, along with this one too. We have Butterick pattern 288, McCall's 9792, and Butterick 5882. This one I did use when I made my Ursula / Vanessa cosplay when I went to Disneyland. And this one I so want to give a try, but it's a bust 30 and I am not a bust 30. This is one where I would have to heavily alter it for it to fit me, but I do love how the pattern looks on this one. We have Butterick 6682, Advance 6997, and Simplicity 3575. I have big plans for this one. I do want to make a coat version of this pattern, so hopefully you'll see that soon. And I do love a halter top, and this one I love the bodice on this pattern. We have a modern pattern, McCall's 8036, Simplicity 3397, and Butterick 6286. This one was a quarantine make, and I don't think I've tried this one, but this one I did. I made a mock-up and everything. We have our first dewberry pattern, 6133, McCall's 9774, and Simplicity 6036. I love this version, and I think this would be such a cute like 70s vibe. We have Advance 3124, Advance 3069, and Vogue pattern, I believe it's 5143. I love this one. Look how cute. Oh, I love it with her hat and her little purse and gloves. We have Vogue. Ooh, what number are you? 3532. Another shirtwaist moment. That's cute. I have Simplicity 7858. Let's talk about this coat. Ah, the little peekaboo opening. And then this one. It is Simplicity 8432. I did make this one as a Batwoman Halloween costume. Sorry if the glare, can't really see it, but we have Simplicity 1250, Butterick 5708, and Advance, I don't have the numbers for it. A lot of these ones I bought when I first started sewing, and I need to revisit it as I'm a little bit more experienced. McCall's 4357, Simplicity 4736, and this is a printed pattern from Eva Dress Patterns. This one was another quarantine make. I haven't given this a try. I think when I first started I tried to do the bodice and then gave up. This one I did make with as a collaboration with Mermaid itself. I'll put it up in a card too. It's one of my first makes. We made it, guys. This is my last 4 patterns. This one I made my 1950s playsuit. I'll put up in cards. This one I made off YouTube, and I'm thinking about thrift flipping my own project because I don't reach for this, but I do love the print fabric that I used. This one I did make, thinking about giving it a bath in some black dye. I'll make a video about it when I do. And this, I just love this little suit pattern. I love the little cuffs and her buttons. I think it's really pretty. That's it, guys. That is my entire pattern collection. I hope you enjoyed it. I know it was a long one, so thank you so much for sticking with me and reaching it to the end. I can't pick a favorite pattern. I get inspired when I find the fabric that I want to use for that specific project. So there are lots of favorites and lots that I'm inspired by and really excited to start using because I want to be more consistent on here, and that means more sewing projects. I do want to start more of conversations in the comments, so let me know what project you're starting or what you're excited to make this year. I would love to read them. Thank you so much for watching. Please consider liking and subscribing. See you guys in the next one. Bye.